We are nearing the end of our time here in Campbelltown with Eat, Sleep, Drown, Repeat. And so, of course, we're going to stock up with some stuff from the distillery shop. Now, Springbank is a little different to most distilleries out there. Reason being, it is almost impossible to get their core range expressions, let alone the more special cage bottles, as they call them here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you inside the shop, have a little look around, and buy a few bits. Let's go. Hello ladies,
Hello.
How are we?
Good, how are you?
Oh, having a wonderful time. Just come out of the warehouse tasting, which was absolutely incredible. Tried some really delicious drams, but
Nice.
wanted to come in here and have a little look around the shop, stock up on some bits to take home. Now, I was just saying to the guys at home, it's a little bit different how things work at Springbank here. Normally you can go into any shop, buy as much as you want.
Yeah.
But obviously such a high demand for such a
People
premium
come in
product.
here and we're like, no, we don't want your money, just keep it.
You can't buy stuff for love nor money. So tell us a little bit about how that's developed over the last sort of 5-10 years, how it's changed and what the shop looks like now. What are the rules? What are the regulations? What can I buy here?
So yeah, you're quite right. We try as much as possible to keep the sort of core standard edition. See, we've got our Springbank 10, the Long Road Peated, the Hazelburn 10-year-old as well. So something from every brand, as well as our newly released Campbelltown Loch. So that's a new blend that was kind of put together over the last couple of years and released. Things have got a bit crazy over the last, I would say particularly over the last 2-3 years.
Right. With the society got closed down, I noticed.
Society closed down, so obviously people are buying a lot of our whiskies for investment and whatnot. We love it when people come in and they're really passionate about the whisky and they want to open it and they want to share it and drink it. Music to our ears.
Yeah, I bet.
It's really nice and that's what it's there for. But sadly, a lot of our stock, anything, even core range like the 15-year-old, 18, 21, 25.
It's not even on the shelves.
They don't hang around for long.
No.
We also do some other different things in the shop, such as the demijohn bottles. They're pretty interesting. It's really nice to see them in the big glass demijohns.
We've been enjoying them back at the house.
Yeah,
they are
actually,
incredible.
there's a wee glass there if you want to try some.
Oh, lovely,
because
okay.
these are like evolving casks. They change all the time. When they get so low, you never empty them, that's right.
It's like a bit of an infinite system,
yeah, it's kind of like our own wee Solera.
Yes, yeah,
Got some Long Road 21, that's nice to see on the shelves.
Absolutely, yeah, a bit of older stock. Now, these are the cage bottles, as they're dubbed.
They have been known as the cage bottles.
Okay.
Cage bottles were first in the Cadenhead shop, so
For
they
sure.
literally had this cage in the shop, which we also did have here as well. But to sort of cool the hype a little bit, and keep the shop a nice kind of civilised place to work and visit.
Right, okay.
We have duty paid samples, what we call them now. It's not so much an addressed cage at the moment. Whether or not that comes back, I don't know. And we don't have, they're not one-off samples as they used to be. It used to be literally the production team would pull individual bottle samples and everything was different.
Wow.
Now we have a selection of single casks. They're all bottled.
Okay.
So people now, when they're regular, kind of start to see, oh, this was here the last time, and that's because it's single casks. They're all bottled. So you've got a range of ages, brands as well, cask types, and the prices are all the same, just broken up by age, really. So you can see the categories from 12 to 15, 16 to 17. It's a standard price.
Fantastic.
So
now,
yeah, really good.
These disappear quite quickly. You're actually very good. Before we got in, we arrived this morning, it was full. We came back at like 11 a.m. and it was all gone. So very kind of you to restock it so that we've got a few on the shelves here to see. We try and manage the stock as best as possible to cater for people that visit throughout the day. For sure.
If we put them all out at once, they disappear. People come,
people queuing up in the morning, come in, take them all.
So it's random, but we keep a certain amount of stock out each day is the aim.
Fantastic. That's what I love about Springbank and why I have such a passion for the distillery. Even though you are producing such a small quantity in the grand scheme of things, you're really focused, first of all, on quality, but second of all, getting it into the hands of people that love it. You could quite happily pump those prices up 2, 3, 4 times the price. Yeah. We were talking earlier about the secondary market, the crazy prices that are going around there, but that would kind of take away from the everyman being able to access Springbank.
This is it, and that's really important, you know. People say to us all the time, you know, to stop this, just put your prices right up, but it really goes against all of our kind of core values and the values of, you know, the owner and the chairman and the sort of traditions and the ethos of Springbank to date, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we like it to be affordable for people to then take them home, open them, drink them, enjoy them. That's what we make it for. That's the pleasure of it.
What's the point of it being sat on a shelf,
sat
right?
in a cupboard, it's a bit of a shame.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But yeah, each to their own, just as well to sort of, as much as we can, mitigate that as much as possible. If you purchase these, we ask that it's the purchaser's name, first and second, that goes in the bottle. So
lovely.
If you're willing to put your name on it and take it away with you, then we're willing to
definitely
let you take it.
Fantastic, Nicole. Thank you so much for showing us around. It's an amazing shop.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be stocking up on a few bits and pieces now for sure.
So yeah, we've got a really nice private collection over here as well. If you'd like to have a look at that.
Yeah, always, yeah, absolutely.
So this is predominantly the collection of Mr. Wright's nephew.
Okay, wow, this is a collection.
Yeah, so it's a nice kind of archive of a lot of the whiskies over the last probably 20 or so years. Okay. All the local barleys there, you can see all of something that's actually quite special as well is every year the distillery gifts the staff a special Christmas bottling.
I've been trying to buy these online auctions for the last few years now. Yeah. They're very difficult to get. So
yeah, we get a special, it's part of our Christmas kind of bonus, if you like.
Fantastic.
And so the gentleman that's got this collection is part of the staff. And has all of those bottles since I think 2004. Wow. So there's a really nice opportunity to see those there. The past kind of core ranges as well, because although things like the 12-year-old is a core product each year,
it will
obviously
change
every edition
slightly,
is different.
yeah, for sure.
So there's a nice catalogue of those. And then we've got these lovely older editions here, which I think would have been released in the 90s possibly, I'm not entirely sure, but
wow.
There were really special editions from 25 years old up to 50 years old. And as we approach our 200-year anniversary in 2028, this year we're embarking on a really special countdown collection.
Wow.
It's a special bottling that's going to be released each year.
Okay.
We plan to ballot them to give everyone a fair chance of getting a bottle. It'll be very limited.
Any insight as to what they might be, or?
Yeah, I've actually got the brand new box sitting on my desk. It's just arrived.
Okay.
But I can't kind of give too much away quite yet. But all I will say is that we've kind of harked back. Our managing director had this vision for it all. He's a very visual person, and he had an idea to come back to this kind of more traditional kind of style of whiskey bottle. So the labels are going to be quite in line with this kind of collection here that you can see.
Lovely.
So pretty retro and traditional Scotch.
I love it. That's very cool. All right, lots to look forward to.
Yeah.
Nicole, I know it's not what it's all about. If you had to take a guess, how much do you reckon this collection is worth?
Know. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, there is some serious bottles up there. I'm noticing that one as well. That's like a magnum of whiskey.
Probably one of the best collections anyway that's here.
Definitely. Amazing. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing us around.
Not at all. Thank you.
Really appreciate it.